Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Breaking Hyman podcast. My guests are
Sergio Cervantes.
Matty Cupcakes.
What's up, everybody?
Matty Cupcakes. Is what origin is Cupcakes? Is that like Dutch or Swiss?
I like
Swiss
to think of myself bookable more in the West Texas atmosphere, so I say I'm Latin adjacent.
Latin adjacent.
I was going to say it's fat.
Oh,
You're funny.
goddamn.
Funny.
So after this comes out, the show we're about to do will already have happened. So, but we're doing a show tonight. I'm hosting. You're headlining.
Yeah, man.
Matt, you're gonna be on it. But plus a couple other comics. But how old were you when you started doing comedy, Sergio?
Me? I was 21. I was 21. Yeah.
Damn, I'm jealous to hear that.
Yeah, dude. I was 21 years old. I didn't know fucking anything. I was so sad. And I just decided to do stand-up. But I was like a huge fan of it at first. Of course, like everybody else who starts doing comedy, I was just a giant fan. And finally, I was like,
Were there open mics?
No, well, that's the thing. There was one open mic at Desert Flower, R.I.P. Desert Flower.
R.I.P. Desert Flower.
Dude, I missed
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the only one. And my friend was like, I never told anybody that I didn't even know I wanted to do comedy. I knew I wanted to do it one time just to say that I did it.
Yeah.
But
it's like, I'm going to suck a trans girl's dick just so I can say it. I did it one time.
Exactly.
It's like comedy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
Just
still
the
on the
tip.
bucket list. That's still on this. It's still, I don't know.
I haven't crossed that one off my list yet.
Yet.
But yeah, then my friend was like,
at home.
my friend was like, yeah, there's an open mic because he was a musician and he was like,
Okay.
and he was like,
was
you
it a
should check
music
out.
comedy open mic?
It was variety. Yeah,
Okay.
anybody. You could just go up and just start doing fucking slam poetry if you wanted to.
There
And
are
some
no-
people did.
Oh, fuck my ass. That asshole.
Do.
I know.
One up.
Okay. What? Just out of complete curiosity, what do you guys think would possess a 26-year-old to only call people and not text? He's 26. Fucking Josh.
Yeah, dude.
Josh, come on, Josh.
Wait, Josh only call people, dude.
Yeah.
My man, Josh.
That's a lot of dude. You're a
That's
good
me.
comic. You're fucking hilarious. But
That's
you,
me
need,
Josh
all day,
is-
bro.
you need to get with the times already, dude. It's like we should not be calling people every moment. What's he calling you for, anyways? Do you
Probably
know?
like, yo, homie, what you doing? He called me earlier when I was like with my mom and my niece, but I mean, we were at like the science spectrum, like the science museum for little kids. But it's like, God damn it, I'm doing a podcast, but it's my fault for not putting my phone on do not disturb.
He's a fucking grit. He's hilarious.
He
dude.
is hilarious. He will
Yeah.
be very happy to hear you say that.
Dude, yeah, every single time I've seen him, he always fucking
Well,
crushes. And he's always extremely high.
Yeah, he is.
Extremely high.
He's
Oh,
always
sounds like a guy I need to meet, man.
Yeah, Josh is great.
I don't know if I should have said that.
No.
I don't know if he's trying to protect it.
It's pretty open knowledge that he's a stoner comic.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
But what about, how old were you when you did your first set, Matt? I know you were
I did
close
it.
to
I did it at Eccentric. Was my first set.
Really?
And I was 39.
Yeah,
so,
dude,
I mean, I've been doing
39, man. I
39.
didn't wait till I was 40. I did my first mic about a month, 5 weeks before I turned 40.
And I tried to pursue it like I was a professional comedian, and absolutely made myself crash and burn.
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of
Sergio's had to tell me the whole time.
I mean, yeah, because you put a lot on yourself, man. You really did. I'm not trash talking. Or anything, but
I did a lot of moving in my first year.
like your first year was a lot different from my first year, dude.
the gauntlet, bro.
Well, I mean, a 21-year-old, you're like, I'm gonna do this shit. A 39-year-old's like, you were a business owner, right, Matt?
Yeah,
You have that upward mode. You were
Yeah,
like, I
right.
want to do this, and I'm trying to do it in between. I'm trying to go half-assed, but also make shit happen in a half-assed sort of way.
Like I want to get fucked up while I do this too. Exactly.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Well, like that. That's what's fun about it. You get to get fucked up and do
I
your
think I
shit.
realized that when we were doing Best Buds, and stuff is like how
was a
much
fun
fun
show.
this could actually be. And stuff. One of the funnest shows we did was Red Room. I still will say it's still fun.
That was a good time.
I mean, it was a good time. It was a good time in Fort Worth.
The sold out one.
That one too, but I'm talking about the other one that we had.
Okay.
The one you had like 3 paying
We
customers?
had 3. I mean, it was depressing as fuck, but I can look back on it now and say actually it was like the most fun I had with like my homies.
It was a lot of fucking fun. And I've had that too. I've told you before. I rented out the Red Room too.
Yeah.
Twice. I've rented out twice.
Really?
And both times, fucking nobody, man.
I'm going to do it at some point.
The first time was maybe 7 people. And the second time was like 12.
Hit me up
16.
Okay. Well, so Tanner was talking to me about maybe booking Dallas Comedy Club. He's like, dude, and I'm like, shit, man. Okay, I've been in that room. I've done their open mic on a Sunday afternoon, and I would do that. I mean, Red Room is cool too. I saw Jeremiah Watkins there like couple years ago, and
Red Room you got to be careful about.
Really?
Like, I mean, like on your booking and stuff, you've really got to be good about like promoting and stuff.
Right.
If
if nobody shows up, they're going to be like, you can't do this again.
It's not. I mean, they have some walk up traffic, and I mean, but unless you're going to go out and bark, or
I would bark
and everything.
Barking helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Barking helps out tremendously because we sold out the first one.
Really.
And we did nothing but bark on that one, and did Facebook ads for. I don't think we spent more than like $40 to $80 on Facebook ads.
I feel like Dallas Comedy Club would be easy to do because it's in Deep Ellum, and people there's all foot traffic there.
People just want something to do over there, man.
Yeah, dude. That's what I do when I go there.
I've never been to Dallas Comedy Club. It looks like a lot of fun.
It's right there. It's kind of at the edge of what is Deep Ellum on that road. But
we'll see what we can do. Maybe.
Yeah, let's talk about it after this. But okay, so 21. When did you get good? Because you were good the first time. The first time I saw you nearly 3 years ago, I'm like, oh, this fucking dude in his late 20s is funny as fuck.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was at Two Docs. Yeah,
I don't even think. I guess I'm just being fucking humble. I don't think I'm that fucking good. I don't. But like, there was a moment where I was like, when I first started off, it was just bombing and bombing and bombing and bombing until eventually, I think somewhere before my second year, I was like, okay, I got to start taking this a little more seriously. And
like about the age you would have graduated college if you'd gone to college.
Yeah, exactly.
Time to get a real job.
Trying to take this comedy shit more seriously, man. Had to fucking drop out of college for this, man.
I'm gonna have to smoke slightly less weed.
I'm smoking so much weed.
Yeah.
Oh
so did you see results?
Yeah,
2 years?
for sure. Yeah, because like I said, it was just bombing and fucking bombing, and then suddenly I was like, you know what? Let's actually put a set together.
Yeah.
And see what happens. And I remembered like actually writing a few jokes and being like, and going up and being like, okay, it works a lot better when you're prepared.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where like in my first year where I got cocky, like really fucking cocky. Because I went up.
21-year-old being cocky. Would have thought.
I went up and like I didn't plan anything. I just had a really good set. Every comic does that every now and then.
Yeah.
They have nothing and they go up and they fucking have a good time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess I'm just one of those guys that doesn't have to fucking prepare.
I guess I'm just like a Louis C.K. or Dave Chappelle or whatever.
And like for a little bit, like I was doing okay, but the laughs kept dying down with each set. And then and then one time I was booked for this gig and I got drunk.
Oh no!
I got drunk, dude.
Drunk.
And I remember doing this fucking bit. I don't do it anymore. I forgot. I was talking shit about astrology.
Oh
and I should probably bring it back. But but I was doing the bit, and there was this point in the joke where I'm bent over and I look at the audience and they're just looking at me like, who the fuck put this guy on stage? It was just changing moment of like, oh my God, I'm making an ass of myself right there.
Is that the worst one?
No. There's
I'm just wondering.
There was one where somebody stabbed me.
That was it got close.
Oh, really?
Yes. That was this guy that like he was being pretty disruptive during the fucking show.
Shit,
he was it was this Mexican dude talking to a white girl.
Okay.
Yeah. And I knew he was like he really wanted it. But he was being fucking disruptive.
She's white. Of course he wants it.
And I was like, hey man, I said it like I'm hosting the show. I was like, hey man, she's not gonna fuck you. And then like he just got and this guy looked like he was straight out of prison.
Okay.
Bro.
Like you could he had that look on him. Like I'm not afraid to fucking do anything. And we go back and forth a little bit. And so finally he's like, hey man, how about this? How about let's have a little fun? How about like I just roast you and you roast me? And I was like, okay, whatever. It was a Mexican dude. I was a Mexican dude, and I said this fucking joke. I go, you look like you should have been deported a long time ago. And then he gets in my face. And he gets in my fucking face. And I'm like, okay, I obviously should not have said that.
That's innocuous, too. That isn't even that bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like opening statements.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just first salvos.
Like, I admit, it was a long time ago, and it was super fucked up until finally, like, a few people were just able to just get him off and calm him down. And the headliner, I still remember, he awesome headliner. He came up to me after my set and was like, "Hey man, I need to talk to you." And for like 20 minutes, it was Danny Engel. Shout out Danny Engel. He's fucking awesome. Yeah. For 20 minutes, he just talked to me about how, like, hey man, if you see something like that, just keep going. Because then shit like that starts to happen. Man. But it was like a whole like really good talk that he had with me.
Well, that's good because most guys talking to a young comic that might just be like, "You dumb motherfucker."
Yeah,
but
like
you were hosting. There has to be a little bit of it wasn't an open mic type situation, right?
I wanted to control the room, and he was being pretty disruptive.
It's hard to do that.
Yeah.
At an open mic, you just kind of have to let it go. I think sometimes.
One time, and you weren't there. This was before it all happened, but there was this one guy at an open mic. I was trying to fuck around. I was trying to be nice to the guy, get him in on the joke, and then like he got really pissed off.
Yeah,
and then I just started like calling him gay. And but like being cool about it.
Some guys like to be called that.
Just saying like, hey man,
sweet.
I'd like to like take you out on a date or something like that, and then like maybe make love to you afterwards. I'm not like against it. And of course, like he's getting angry because he doesn't like that. He
doesn't like to hear nice things about himself.
Yeah, like I'm telling him he's a handsome guy, and I want to take him out and show him a good time, and he's getting mad at me and just like in my face.
Why was he being? Why did he lose his shit?
But he just then the one thing led to another. He wanted me to hit him. I wasn't gonna do it. Obviously, I wasn't gonna do it, and he backs off and he called me a wetback.
It would have been funny if he'd be like, "What? You want to make this wetback? Come on, man!"
But it was so weird because like there's that Dave Chappelle joke that he says something like, "You ever happened something ever happened to you that was so racist you don't even get mad?" You're just like, "God damn, that was fucking racist." That's exactly what happened to me.
Yeah, I know a comic who does that joke and passes it off as his own. I don't know. We know
who is it?
Fuck you. Hey, so
I don't know who it is.
So have you ever had a situation like that, Matt?
Oh, where like
someone getting pissed at you or
two. Sergio was there for one.
Oh, cool.
Finished him. Yeah, we were in Abilene. Fucking useless Eugene.
Eugene
in Abilene.
Yeah,
wow.
we had this white trash bum sitting in the front fucking row, and I hope he's watching this fucking podcast.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He's a piece of fucking
white trash
shit.
bums from Abilene are our demographic.
Exactly. Yeah. And so we were doing this. I mean, we were just there, and this dude fucking starts from the get, like host, then me. And I give him a fucking pass.
Was
dude.
John Reynolds hosting?
Yes.
The only comic from Abilene.
Yeah. And
shout out John Reynolds.
Tim Jolly. Tim Jolly too.
Yeah. And so I give him a pass, and then I'm just like, okay, sir, so I say something to him and acknowledge him, and then he gets going, and I was just like, dude, shut up before I have to buy you dinner and you can suck my dick or something like that, Anyway, I get to finish my fucking set and do my job. Yeah. And then Sergio comes up and this guy just fucking won't shut the fuck up. And Sergio just fucking let him have it for 15 minutes.
He was mad?
No, I got angry. I got fucking angry.
It's probably the angriest I've ever seen you come on stage.
Wow. But are you still funny when you're angry?
That was funny to me.
The audience didn't think I was funny.
I thought he was funny.
The audience did not think I was funny.
I appreciated every word.
Of course.
And then you asked... Okay, you asked me.
There's another time. You said there was 2 times somebody got pissed at you.
I'm trying to think of the second time. Still, I had it in my head. Like I get too stoned for this question.
Do you ever? I love when girls get pissed off. that you're making a woman embarrassed or something? Because what are they gonna do? Are they gonna fight you? No, they're just gonna get.
I just remembered. Yeah, so I wasn't even performing. I was at Alberto's for and supporting Adrian on a late show with Flo Hernandez.
Oh, this story.
And they're on stage and showing us on stage.
Okay.
And I mean, this girl's like wasted. Like this couple is white girl wasted in the front row. I mean, dancing with got up on stage and started dancing on Stephanie and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like. And
I'm sure Stephanie went along with it, because she's
for the most she played it off the best she could, being Stephanie. And I was just like, dude, if that was me, it'd be like a straight escort off that stage because and out of the building because it's such a safety hazard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But and then so show goes off or whatever, and then they're arguing, dude.
Yeah.
He's got her like cornered back in this back corner of the bar, yelling at her. And I looked at the bar owner and I was like, dude, you go do something or I'm going to go do something.
Yeah. The bar owner needs to get involved at that point. Yeah.
So I go outside. They kick this couple out.
Oh, good.
They're arguing in the parking lot. He takes off walking, and she is trying to get in her like Escalade or whatever.
You're still watching them, seeing what they're up to?
I mean, she's like, dude, she's stumbling in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, hey, just let the bitch die.
Well, yeah, I should have let her go.
You're a good person. You're a good person, Matt.
So I stop her. And I go, hey, don't do that. Don't drive drunk. One of these girls or I will get you home.
Yeah.
And this guy gets from across the parking lot into my face.
Oh, because he thinks you're trying to fuck his wife.
Yeah, because he thinks like...
Because you were trying to fuck his
my wife's there. My wife's hot. And his is not.
I can attest to that.
Anyway, so he's in my face and wants to fight. And all I see is shout out DJ Gomez DJ Gomez coming around the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ready to fucking fucking clean him over the head. And Flacco and him are in the back. And I was like, you don't know this guy from Laredo's about to fuck you up.
So I've got a funny story for you guys. So we go do stand-up, or not stand-up, after stand-up shows, after a lot of the open mics, we'll go do karaoke. Have you been with us before to do that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go to like Adolph's, we'll go to Silver Bullet. We've been going to some of the classier joints lately. We roll up into this place after a comedy show last weekend or something. I don't know where. No, it was actually after the First Friday Art Trail. And I'll fuck around in between the verses. So I'm singing a song and there's this big table of people. It's a bar I've never been in before. And they're all ages, but all about 30. I recognize a couple of the people from a stand-up show. They don't recognize me because I've lost a shitload of weight and trimmed my beard down and everything. So I'm like, shout out to these swingers over here. And they got pissed. I was not asked to leave, but one guy's like, puts his hand on my shoulder. My friend Russell kind of tensed up. I thought the guy was going to be like, funny shit or something. No, he's like, I'm like, dude, I'm just being funny. He's like, go back to comedy school and all this shit. And then this woman comes over and says, I think you need to leave. And I'm like, you don't work here, lady. Why are you telling me? But I've pissed people off. I've got a video of this lady I was fucking with at Eccentric, over a year ago, because she was just being disruptive. But I've never genuinely had anybody get super pissed at me because of comedy. I will. No, I want to.
I've had somebody. I got a fucking a Karen before. I got a fucking Karen before, dude. Oh my god.
Sometimes an aggressive dude is preferable to a Karen.
I'd rather it have been a dude. Yeah. I thought she was into me. I really did, because she came up to me and she's like, "So what's your story?" And I was like, because what happened was her and her friend were being fucking disruptive again.
Of course.
And her friend decides to leave, and I was like, so happy that fat bitch left, And everybody understood it. Everybody I get it. That was way out there, but everybody got it because they were being fucking annoying, And then she comes up to me afterwards and was like, so what's your story? I thought she was into me. She looked at me with a smile and everything, and I was like, I'm from Big Spring. And then she just goes in on me for fucking ever, calling me like a fucking loser. I've done nothing but this and that. And I was like, oh my, I thought she wanted to bang or something.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to fuck.
She just hurt my feelings and shit.
So after you're like, so she's not trying to fuck.
No, yeah. She walked away. I was like, I've never been more wrong in my life, man.
Wow. Well,
I've never been more, because she was attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karens are sometimes. I hate it when they're attractive because you expect some dumb.
It's the yoga pants, I think, for
It's
me.
the yoga pants. Yeah, them Lululemons, whatever. Yeah.
I want in them Lululemons, dude.
Me too, man. So I have not gotten any whatever, because when I first started doing comedy, Rafa was like, "Bro, you will get comedy pussy, whatever." I had a bit about it for a while, and I never. I dated a woman that I met at a comedy show, but I've never like fucked a chick that you're funny, let me blow you. But I look a lot better now. People have been telling me how much better I look. Has that happened for either of you guys? Have you ever had like a girl after the show be like,
I mean,
hey,
my
and then
wife.
well, of course, your wife.
I've never had anybody I've never had anybody like fucking try to take me home because of my material.
What about you, Serge?
Yeah, I've gotten a fucking blowjob after a show.
Oh,
that was fucking cool.
Man,
yeah.
I hope that happens to me soon.
There was a time a short period of time I had a girlfriend and then we'd go fuck after shows.
Nice, dude.
Well, that's really
that's a good feeling when you've like just been funny and then like you're in your apartment and she's cowgirl on you
Dude,
this and you're like, yes, I'm the best.
It was in the parking lot.
Oh, in the parking lot,
In the parking lot, man.
Bro, I mean, when me and Leah fuck, I'm like, what's my motherfucking name?
Yeah,
She's
dude.
like, Matt.
Matty Cupcakes.
She looks at me, Matt, and I'm like, no, what's my fucking name? And she's like, Matty Cupcakes.
Yeah, Matty Cupcakes. And you're like, and let me get that frosting all over you.
One time I got a drink. This woman bought me a drink after after a fucking show. And I was like, she wants to fuck. Hell yeah. And so I go up to her. They were like, yeah, it's from her. So I go up to her. And before I even say anything, she's like, just so you know, I don't want to have sex with you. I was like, what the fuck, man? I get the gesture. It's really nice.
But you didn't have to open with that. We could have gotten to there in more words.
Hey, I do have one.
Okay.
And everything. The place we were talking about, I don't want to say the place. The place we were talking about earlier today.
The Improv in LA.
Down in that town.
Yeah.
After the show, I went outside, smoked a cigarette, and one of the waitresses dressed as a Scooby-Doo character came out.
Oh, it was Halloween?
No. It's the theme of the restaurant.
This is what she wanted to do.
Anyway,
It's called Scooby-Doo's.
And she wanted to smoke cigarettes out there, and she goes... She's just talking to me and she just casually brings up I like to do coke and fuck, and I'm like, I bet you do. I don't have I don't have coke and we can't fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to. I don't do cocaine either, but I need to start carrying it with me just to get laid.
Yeah, dude, just a bump does wonders. I mean, back in my single days, doing cocaine and fucking was just part of the job.
There's this comic I know from. I actually smoked DMT with him on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, do you want to get into that story?
I will tell you that story. But this guy, he's from Colorado Springs, but he recently relocated to Austin, and I saw him at Kill Tony. And he's got this bit about how he keeps cocaine on him to fuck girls, but he doesn't do cocaine. And he met this girl that's like, no, I just do all the guys cocaine, and then they can't get their dicks hard because they're coked up. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not doing it. You are. No. No, come on. And then he's like, and then I switched to meth, and so I get to fuck girls that do meth because
Oh man.
Yeah, but man, it was at the Creek in the Cave. So after Kill Tony was over, and it's funny because I accidentally booked a show tonight, the same night that there's a Two Dogs show.
I noticed that.
It's okay.
I noticed that.
I told Curtis, I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy, won't happen again. But the headliner is What the Hector, who was the first bucket.
Funny. Who's also fucking funny.
The first bucket pull of the New Year's Eve. So he's,
that's right.
So it was great. The Undertaker intro. Did y'all watch that show yet?
No, I haven't checked.
I don't watch Kill Tony. I honestly don't watch Kill Tony that often unless I have a friend on it or something. But I'll watch it because I was there.
Anytime I figure out a friend is on it, I skip. I go to that spot.
So, shout out What the Hector. I'll probably try and catch his set tonight after we're done because they don't start till 9. So we'll be wrapping up. yeah, so
Isn't so Rodriguez?
Saul is on there.
Yeah.
Saul,
He's fucking
Josh,
funny too.
and then fucking Hector. Yeah,
It's a great lineup.
It's a great lineup. Yeah,
That is a
such
great lineup.
Yeah, so Saul is great. I didn't know you knew him.
No, he's
fucking
cool.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, but so we show up at the Creek in the Cave after Kill Tony's over. It's like right around midnight and about to New Year's Eve. There's a weird show going on, but we go out back and Matt's like, dude, do you want to smoke DMT? I'm like, fuck yes, I want to smoke. And he's like, do you have weed? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, we only mix them. And it hit me hard. My buddy Angel, he's like, are we sure we're smoking DMT? I found out we didn't do the whole thing. Probably shouldn't have done it in public either. It was like a rave type situation. Have you been to the Creek in the Cave before?
Yeah.
So it's in the back, like the dance kind of area, whatever. So there's a DJ. It's fucking rad. Everybody's just. I think everybody was on something. There were people. They were probably like on Molly ass, whatever. And so we just kind of find a corner, and a few of us are just Matt told me like, dude, don't like stand up or anything for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I don't know how much time. And I kept talking to him, and he's like, dude, shut up. You need to like just feel it for a while. And I'm like, all right. I freak out. I get back to the Airbnb. I get naked.
Oh no!
It's just it's crazy. Angel locked himself out of the Airbnb for like 10 minutes while I was just like. It was so much. I thought I was gonna fucking meet God or Jesus. That's what it does. That's the short story.
Yeah,
but I didn't have. I should have done more. Everybody I've talked to that is more familiar with it, it's like, oh, you didn't do enough. DMT.
No. Yeah, because
I'm gonna have to find it.
Oh no,
I've done it too, just not enough. Because the way I describe it is like it's like the universe fucking takes your consciousness and does what it wants. And that's what it feels like. It felt like fucking just getting pulled out.
Yeah. He said, he told me before, Matt says, you'll dissociate real hard. And he said, he's like, the first time I did it, I was the coolest guy on the planet for a week. I was the coolest guy on the planet for about 24 hours after. When I got home, we went and did the Lantern open mic because we got back on New Year's Day. We drove home. So I smoked DMT. I lost my phone, by the way. Shout out to my cousin Faith, who found it at the Creek and Cave and mailed it back to me. Because I wasn't going to wait.
Nice.
Dude. I know, yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I called it, or one of my friends, Ricky, called my phone and texted me on my Facebook, and he's like, dude, your phone is at Creek in the Cave right now. I'm like, I know. I'm home because I didn't want to wait until
your phone's having more fun than you are.
Exactly. Angel lost his debit card. We had a blast, man.
One of those trips.
Yeah, it was great.
Successful.
Dude. It was so much fun. All told, I had a great New Year's Eve at Kill Tony and met a bunch of people. Ran into literally every comic I know in Austin. I saw, plus several people I wasn't expecting to see.
Yeah,
so it was great.
Bro, it's the hang. The hang is really fucking cool.
It's
man.
like the community of Texas comes in on Kill Tony, and you see so many random people.
Well, and it was at the HEB Center, and there were like 200 people signed up both nights. Yeah, 200. I got recognized. Some dude's like, yo, dude, you do comedy in Lubbock. And I'm like, yeah, this guy wasn't a comic. He's just seen me do comedy.
Dude, that's fucking
It was
sick,
weird.
Man.
It was so weird. I had so much fun, man. Yeah. Have either of y'all ever signed up? Okay.
Never signed up. Never been pulled.
Yeah.
Never gotten pulled.
I have a few. Clemente Villegas. I know him. This guy, Eric Gallegos, has been on it a time or two. Jake Baker. I saw all of them while I was there. Yeah, it was great, man. It had such a blast.
I got pulled for the open mic.
Oh, really?
At Mothership.
Oh, cool.
Me too.
Cool.
The trick to the open mic is to go on a non-Kill Tony night.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you can actually get on. Yeah, man. I haven't been.
A girl.
Do what?
They put me on because they thought I was a girl.
Oh, Matty. Dude, same advantage.
Yeah,
same advantage.
Morgan.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Morgan Hyman. I'm going to put him
on.
Oh,
it's a Jewish woman. Let's put her on. It's a Jewish woman. Yeah. Exactly. But dude, when I called you Surge a minute ago, dude, you should absolutely get merch. This like little Surge cans and it just says Surge.
I wanted to do
that would be awesome.
Sergio's a fucking cereal.
Oh, that would be really
But
Sergio's.
like that's a lot, you know. Just like, or even just like make shitty boxes and put
Dude, you
Cheerios
could make
in them.
something on that. You could make a sticker on Canva and just sell and make the design on Canva and fucking sell it. I have stickers right now for this podcast. I'm gonna give y'all some. They're in my car.
I need to start doing some sort of fucking merch.
I'm gonna try and sell some merch.
I was
tonight.
telling Matty the coolest merch I've seen is lighters. I've seen people have lighters,
Dude,
but
lighters. The coolest merch I've seen was this guy. Did you meet
the dugouts.
Yeah, this shout out Trent Ludzak. Trent Ludzak from currently in Atlanta. He's from fucking Minnesota or some shit. He has little dugouts with the one hitter. He sells them for $20, 15 to comics. If you're a comic, he'll give you a discount.
dude. Okay.
It's got his podcast sticker
It's
on
lit.
it.
It is.
I'll
lit.
show it to you. I got it in my car.
dude, fuck the lighters. That's way better.
Well, Ari Shaffir had his grinders and stuff. If you cultivate the audience you want, you know,
yeah,
because
absolutely
if I
right.
ever actually get an audience, I'm going to make sure that I want that audience. Because Shane Gillis talks about, he's like, there are people in my audience that are assholes that I don't like. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, that's so,
Obviously,
I mean,
yeah.
I can't tell you there's no more a true statement than that. It's
Yeah.
like to cultivate the people that you want in
Yeah.
your audience and cultivate the people that you fit to, because
Yeah. I want hot women in my audience too.
Yeah, like Matt Rife. I want Matt Rife's audience so
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
badly,
MILFs.
dude.
Yeah, like 35-year-old
straight fucking MILFs,
35-year-old women, man.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like that's what I will. Fuck all this other bullshit.
Yeah, like
dude.
a woman who's been broken in, not like a 23-year-old, like a woman who knows how to please a man.
Yeah.
Like,
knows what she wants, knows what you want,
Yeah,
and is
dude.
ready to get in and get out.
her kids are old enough now that
Yeah.
I don't have to raise them. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah,
how
this-
do I get that audience?
They're still in the house, but you know, mom's fucking some kid that's the same age as you now. All right,
Yeah,
it's okay,
yeah,
it's fine.
yeah.
I mean, it's all
I've done
good.
that. I've done that before.
Oh, really?
Fucked a woman like that, like had kids
Yeah.
that were older than me.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had sex with a lady that was 10 years older for me on a regular basis.
Same,
when I
yeah.
was
So
25.
when I was 33, I was banging this 44-year-old. It was when Prince died. It was really sad. I went over to her house and we watched.
I was inconsolable until I went to her house. He said,
We watched Purple Rain, and then we fucked, and I'm just like,
"Did you purple cane?"
yeah, purple came. Nah, dude, I got in that little red Corvette.
You know what I mean?
Man, yeah, no, it was, but yeah, dude, older. Now that I'm 42 years old, I'm about topping out. Like, I don't want to fuck women much older than me. No. So the fucking an older chick now is like, how much older are we talking? Like, I was dating this chick that was a couple years older than me for a little while, but I mean, she looked younger. But Latinas
like,
don't age,
dude.
man.
Like when you're like in your early 20s. Well, I remember being like 19 and I fucked this 24-year-old.
Oh, nice. I bet that felt awesome.
Dude, yeah, I feel like you feel like the fucking man, bro. And,
Yeah.
But like then you're 24 years old and you're like,
That's
she wasn't
sport
that old. I
No.
thought she was like this fucking.
Yeah, you're a year out of high school, fucking like a woman with a job.
So like
She got an apartment. Oh my god.
in my experience, 20-year-olds aren't like they're just like figuring it out. 30-year-olds, between 30 and 40,
Yeah.
they still have the enthusiasm. And after 40, it starts to fucking
Dude,
decline,
you could not
bro.
have said that better. Enthusiasm. I want a woman with enthusiasm. I'm not just looking to fuck. I want to have fun too.
Yeah.
But I want to fuck as well.
I mean, like in my 20s, it was just like, if you do the dead fish, okay, I'll be okay with it for now. But now I'm just like,
Yeah.
Dude, a 40-year-old that does the dead fish, you know that they've just been like they've had enough
like they
sex in
they
them.
just gave up on life, bro.
What sucks is if you meet a woman who's like had so much sex, she's just like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to have sex anymore. You
I've
could
done that already.
do that to me. Yeah, you can like, I will lie there. And it's sad when they look so good too. You're just like, but I want to see you moving around and bouncing on my dick.
I don't think I've
sex
gotten
without a
that
good
lucky.
time is not fun.
I know. Yeah. I mean, I still get to nut. I mean, this was right after
Just
my
a
divorce.
nut, bro.
This is right after my divorce.
Get it, bro? I get the fucking like having to come between tears, you
Yeah.
know, and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, fucking have to come to feel happy again.
I won't give you any more details because if she ever me and her are still friends. If she ever watches this, she'll figure out like he's talking about me. But I asked her one time, or I was telling her about my fleshlight, and she was asking me, "Does it feel better?" And I'm like, I don't have to care about its feelings.
No,
This thing doesn't care if I just want to leave right
Exactly. It
afterwards.
won't yell at me. It won't make me feel guilty.
It doesn't make me take it to breakfast.
Exactly.
Afterwards.
Nah, she wasn't a breakfast gal.
Oh, good.
She liked to drink a lot.
You guys ever get involved with somebody like you fuck with this girl so much that you're just like, I think I'm ready to be a stepdad. You know?
Oh, 100%. The last one. The last one. I met one of the kids, but I mean, not. Her kids were older. She had one still at home, but I was like, I want to have like a relationship with her older children and like be like a cool older male influence in their life.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've never dated a woman with younger kids that I'd be like, I want to raise them. Have you been there?
Yeah, they were
Really?
younger kids.
Absolutely.
Like two baby daddies,
twice.
3
Really?
kids. And
Two baby daddies and 3 kids.
and she was like super fucking cool. She really was.
Was she hot? Too?
Yes,
of course she was hot.
She was super hot. And I was like, I think I'm ready to do
How
this.
long ago was this?
It was like back in 2022.
Oh, not that long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Was this in San Antonio?
It was in Midland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't have to get any more details, but I want to hear more
She's
about
fine
this. So
as
Matt,
fuck.
so you and Lee have been together what, like a decade?
Yeah, 10 years.
So like this was probably when you were in your like mid late 20s.
I married Leah. She was still.
Well,
in
when
her
was the
late
lady that wanted to make you a stepmom? How old were you then? Or stepdad? Sorry, not a stepmom.
I mean, there's just a couple of them. Like
Really?
when I was in my 20s and I was getting out of, like, I was in the Navy still. And
Oh, that's right. I forget you were in the Navy.
Yeah, and I'd been messing around with a friend of mine's cousin.
Okay.
And she had a kid, and I really cared about her
Sure.
back then. And I mean, it just didn't work because
Yeah.
she was like, she was going to be deployed and all of this stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it just wasn't going to work. It was so new and everything, and so. But I was ready, dude.
Yeah.
Like I could feel the emotions there and stuff.
I'm gonna have to if I meet a woman like in her like around my age that has younger kids. I'm open to it. I don't under 10 though seems like Nah, I can't. I can't do the potty stuff. I'm not gonna and I hung out with my niece earlier, and she's 7, and she's a fucking pain in the ass, but. She's an only child and she gets babied, so I love her. She's amazing. She's funny, but I don't want to deal with a kid like that little. Like 10, 12 is about as young as I would want to go. But
I've never even put like thought into it like that.
I
was
have
just like,
because I want to get married again. I was married for 16 years. So the reason this has never come up is because from age 23 to 39, I was married and we didn't have kids or anything. So this is only in the last few years that I've been dating. And I did find out that I don't want to be a stepdad of adult children that live at home still.
Absolutely.
I did that. Did you ever?
just
Did you
wanna
ever
fuck
meet?
your mom.
Did you ever meet the woman I was dating, Matt? I don't think you did. I don't think
Was
you ever met
she-
her. I've got jokes about her. She's the one I have the joke about. Like once you go black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did meet that one.
Yeah, she was cool. She was cool, but there were some other things. But she had a 24-year-old daughter, and
No.
banged on the fucking wall while me and her were fucking because we were fucking too loud. And I'm like, what the hell? I had a joke about it. I was like,
fucking move out.
yeah, no, exactly.
How about you move out and get a job so you can fuck in your own house?
I don't want to tell a black woman her business though, so I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just gonna,
no.
I'm just gonna break up with her and say, the kids were a lot. And she's like, but they liked you, and I'm like,
did you just like fuck her harder when you heard that? Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
so
Like,
the joke was that I was like, I know she was wanting us to be quieter, but I was viewing it as encouragement. Like, give me a little brother or sister. Joke's on you. I've had a vasectomy. I'm gonna nut in your mom raw dog, and you ain't getting shit.
God damn it. Yeah. I've avoided that.
Yeah,
I've
that's
avoided
good.
the
That's
fucking
good.
vasectomy thing.
You've avoided having a vasectomy? Are you and Lee gonna have more kids?
No, fuck no.
So you're gonna have a shitty only child too.
Yeah. So wait.
Nah, that's cool, man.
So the thing that will make you want to get a vasectomy happened last week, and it was my daughter's birthday.
How old?
Party 9.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And so
Nah, a bunch of 9-year-olds. Fuck that shit.
She wanted to do the sleepover birthday party thing.
Oh no!
6 fucking girls, a birthday party, then a sleepover. So everybody came to the birthday party, and then the girls stayed and slept over. 6 girls.
What kind of dad are you? You're like, I'm gonna joke around with these kids, or be
I
like,
tried that bullshit.
They didn't dig it?
Okay,
Kids don't have senses of humor.
Let me explain to you what happened because you're going to hear more about it. I'm going to fucking.
You're going to talk about it tonight?
I'm going to talk about this tonight.
All right, cool.
And stuff. So 6 fucking kids. I've never seen the Hunger Games in real life until that night. I saw the closest thing is fucking a girl's sleepover is the fucking Hunger Games because they split off into little groups. They'd fucking
you're not talking about the
shady.
movie. They didn't watch the movie. They tried to kill each other.
And then
I hope your daughter was the last one alive.
And then you're out there trying to like fucking like straighten it all out and stop the fighting between the two of them.
Wow, what a
and
bunch
then
of little
they turn
cunts.
on your ass.
Oh, fuck that.
And if you have never been roasted by 6 9-year-olds at one time,
yeah.
motherfucker.
Did they were they making fun of your comedy and stuff?
No.
Were they like, look at you fucking
They called
old
me-
piece of shit.
They
You try to make people laugh.
My daughter was the worst one. She
No,
was
of course
like
she
over
was.
there calling me like fucking sausage fingers, bald, all kinds of shit, dude. Like
You're not balding. Oh, you're little.
and stuff.
You're not. You're not that bald. I mean, you usually wear a hat, but you're not.
Yeah,
that
I like
bald.
to wear a hat.
Curtis
but-
is way more bald.
Oh, absolutely. Curtis Hines,
for
the
ginger
comedian in
comics.
Lubbock, Texas, is more bald. You heard it from me.
For ginger male comics in West Texas, I love Curtis. Curtis is one of my good friends. But you know,
I've known Curtis for a really long
I know
time.
you have. I know you have. I know you
I
have.
can do that shit.
But yeah, well, it's funny because I've been doing improv comedy too, and we got 3 fully bald guys that are part of the improv troupe. So all the joke, and they don't try and hide it either. They're just like bicking it, you know, kind of like you're
bald as
doing right
fuck.
now. Just bald as fuck. Man, we got to talk about why did you cut off your beautiful hair, dude?
Oh, fucking right.
Why did you
What
cut?
crisis
only
are you
did
going
this,
through?
You did this like the day after the show at the CBD shop or something, like a week after.
Yeah, just a few days.
It was just right after.
Just a few days after.
You were like, I was
Yeah.
too funny.
and you did it right before this, or right when this flyer came out.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think you
I
did it on
thought it
purpose.
was. I kind of did in a way because I thought it would be funny.
It is
But-
funny.
Well, I cut it for a few reasons. One of them being like I just got tired of it.
Okay.
It was 3
maintenance.
years. Yeah. Maintenance too. I got fucking sick of even though like I really didn't do anything too. All I did was wash it, brush it. And
You're
comb
gonna
it.
get less pussy
That
because women love dudes with long hair. I was hanging out with my friend last night, and she was telling me how hot all the guys with long hair around were. I'm like, I guess you're not interested in me then. We're just friends, but yeah, she's a new friend though, so we're still like. But so okay,
But that I mean, and also I didn't want to be the fucking the dude with long hair.
oh really?
Yeah, I didn't want to be like he's got long hair, you know.
There's not
That's
that many
his fucking
comics
thing.
with long hair,
But
though.
still, like I could, like I'm not saying I was popular or anything like that, but maybe there was like people like, hey, he's the guy with the fucking long hair.
Yeah,
you know?
I think you need to grow it out.
And
again, dude.
oh well, I'm going to like I'm not just gonna keep this, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna let the
Are
whole
you
thing go again.
gonna be like get the real like white dude haircut like I've got right now? Like,
I might. I
parted
don't
on
know.
the side.
Or I might just like get a whole fucking. Like,
Do you wear
fade in
hats
here.
ever? Do you?
I
fuck with
used to.
hats,
I used
really?
to like wear like a backwards hat like all
Oh,
the
yeah.
even with my long hair.
Oh, yeah.
And then like
Hey.
I just got
Don't steal my look. This is too old for
You know what you
son.
should do? Fucking get a like a stupid hat or something like a.
You like a jester's hat.
oh like a little with a propeller
Well,
hat
yeah,
on
no,
it.
that, like a beanie. Get a beanie with a propeller. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, Russell's been wearing this golf cap on stage.
the
It's like a
the
knit
Texas-
golf cap.
the
Yeah,
Texas tech
Yeah,
hat.
I know
dude,
what
that's
you're
like a
talking about.
vintage thing.
It looks pretty good.
Where did he get that thing?
Oh,
Did
he
just
got
found
it at he got it at Izzy's Money Vintage. Izzy Money Vintage. I don't know. It's a vintage clothing store. They got a lot of old T-shirts, hats, a lot of tech memorabilia. Shout out to them. We've done some events there and stuff, like a podcast thing. But
fucking nice.
Izzy Money Vintage, yeah, he should sponsor this because I
Izzy
said his
Money
name.
Vintage.
Izzy. His name is Izzy. But yeah, man. This dude Sandwich. Have y'all met Sandwich yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you introduced me to
Yeah, yeah.
Savage.
So he's the one who put together he put me together with the head shop, and we're gonna do another show on the 28th, the J Austin. But he was wearing one of those like all I know what to call it is like a Fargo hat with fucking Cousin Eddie from one of the hats with the little
Yeah.
flaps on the side.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
wearing-
yeah.
One of
And I'm like,
those.
dude, you look perfect in that. And then him and Russell switched hats, and they both looked great. And I'm like, God damn it, man. The hat. Dude,
that
get
was
a good hat.
That was a fun fucking show.
That was such
dude.
a good show,
Like
man.
that really showed me how different high crowds are than
Oh
drunk
man,
crowds, dude.
Okay, Texas
crowds
needs to
are so much fun.
Yes.
legalize weed today so we can start having like, because I gave these guys some flyers the other night and they're like, "Ooh, can we bring our own shit?" And I'm like, "No, you have to buy the THCA."
Yeah.
It still gets you high. You could definitely take edibles right before you come in the door.
Smoke off the property before you come in.
Yeah. I mean, if you bring it, I'm not going to say that. I mean, the store is closed. They shout out Caleb at Anchored. Yeah, we're going to do more of those shows. We're doing one on the 28th. We're going to try and do it the last Friday of every month. I'm sure we'll have you back. I'll have you on one, Matt.
They were fucking cool.
It was so good. But so what else do y'all got coming up, man?
This is it for now.
Okay, cool.
I've got a show with Tanner.
What were you?
That Childers show with Tanner.
Oh, that's right, the Childers thing. Yeah, I hope he puts more to that. He was asking me. He was like, "Dude," because he's. I feel like I've only been doing comedy for like 2.5 years, 3 in July, and a lot of comics have been hitting me up, asking me like, "How do I put on shows? How do I start doing?" And I'm like, just because I host an open mic and I'm nicer than Selena doesn't mean. And
oh my God.
She would admit that. She would admit that.
I'm not here.
She would admit it. I'm a much more toxic male than she is. Because I'm a male, but I mean, no, I have asked her for advice. I'm not trying to start beef. We have squashed it. It is squashed. But they ask me because they view me as like, "Oh, you're one of the," and I'm like, "No, ask Rafa, ask Curtis, ask anybody that's been doing comedy longer than me in Lubbock. Why are you asking me?" But I'm very approachable. I make myself very friendly.
Maybe that's it.
It is.
And Lubbock's just a different scene.
Yeah. I had a girl show up to my apartment that I met via that CBD store. She's cool, but she like texted me or I texted her because I was like, "Does this girl want to fuck? Who is this girl?"
Yeah.
She added me on Facebook. I didn't know who she was. I'd seen her in my like people you may know. And then she's like, "Oh, I met you at the CBD." She was not at the show we did there, but I had met her at that store.
Okay.
And she's like, "I want to do comedy." And I'm like, fucking. She's like, "Come have a drink with me." I'm like, "I'm stoned at my apartment." No. I was like, "You can come hang out if you want. I'm not going to bed anytime soon." So she comes over to my apartment. We talk for like 2 or 3 hours, and she's been doing open mics now. She's cool. Little crazy, but she's cool. She showed up on my improv show last night on acid.
That's the one, Morgan.
That's the one. No.
Wife number 2.
No, she's not. But I don't mind. She referred to me as her like mentor or her as my protege. And I'm like, whatever. Okay, fine. I will take. And then this dude,
you're getting your dick sucked. That's all I know.
We talked about it. I do not want to fuck her.
Yeah, you do.
I
don't.
You do.
Yeah.
Morgan. I put my dick in crazy before, and I'm not gonna do it again.
That's the best pussy.
But it's the best pussy.
It's the best pussy,
like,
dude.
In the famous shout out, Rod Hobson, Lubbock lawyer. He told me
divorce lawyer.
No, yeah, he is actually. He's a criminal and divorce lawyer and all
Wish
that.
I'd known him 2 years
Anyway,
ago.
so he told me one time I'd gotten in it at a job I had with a girl I was fucking at that job, which was a mistake and stuff. And I like big thing, cops got called, everything. So I consulted Rod about it and stuff. And
for
he
all your needs.
And he goes, "Brother, I don't know what to tell you other than to stay away from fucking crazy.
Yeah. No.
Crazy pussy is the best fucking pussy, but you stay the fuck away from it."
Yeah. No. I been there, done that. I was married to a crazy woman, so I don't want to.
Oh, I've done crazy.
Yeah. No, you're good. You married a sane one. You fucked crazy. I married and fucked crazy.
Oh yeah.
So I've done both, and I'm looking for wife number 2. I mean, that is not to say if a crazy girl wants to blow me after the show tonight, I would say no. There's no way I would. But
I mean, head's head.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of head, we're doing a show at a salon.
Dude, yeah.
That's awesome.
And I have a buzzed
You got a buzz haircut. But,
Yeah.
it's going to be fun, though. I wanted to put Chrissy. I wanted to have a woman on the show, so Chrissy is.
Oh yeah, Chrissy's on this.
Yeah, Chrissy's on it, and then I'm hosting. Tanner's on it too. So we have a man. We have a man with formerly beautiful hair, and Tanner, a man who currently has beautiful hair.
He's the guy now.
Tanner's the guy. Tanner's
He's the guy with the hair now.
You pass the torch to him. Yeah. You pass the torch to
Hair
Tanner.
and the mustache.
But yeah, but there's this other kid that comes out. I didn't even know he wanted to do stand up. He's been to a few stand up shows, and he's like been messaged me, and he's like, "Man, I want to do stand up and stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, just meet me. I show up at the open mic at like 7:30 if you want to hit me up." And he didn't show up last night. I'm like, I guess he doesn't want to do stand up that much.
Yeah, no,
because he's like, I want to hang out and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't know you. I'm not gonna like be a dick or anything, but I'm like, if you were my friend that wanted to do stand-up, yeah, come over. You're a kid I met at a stand-up show that I do not know. I'm not going to invite you to my apartment and hang out or whatever.
No.
Yeah, no, a woman I will. If you're a woman, you can come to my house on the auspice of writing about comedy. And if you get
All
your
serial
titties
killer
out,
women,
you know.
listen right now. Every
Yeah.
serial killer woman in Lubbock, Texas, hit up my friend Morgan Hyman.
There are no female serial killers.
Bullshit.
Okay, did you watch that movie?
Those are the
Did
best
either
ones.
of you? Or either of you fuck with horror movies?
Are you going to talk about Monster?
No. I'm going to talk about one that came out this year.
But no, I
okay,
don't.
Okay, Strange Darling.
Strange-
Check out. I will tell you nothing else about it. Strange Darling. Watch that movie.
It's about a woman serial killer.
Yeah, but forget that I told you that.
Oh, okay.
It's so good.
But
But
the only thing I've seen is Monster.
Monster is-
with,
I mean,
like,
that's the
Charlize
real-
Theron.
yeah.
I love that shit.
Oh,
It's a
you need
really
a
good
baby
movie,
reindeer.
yeah.
That's what you need to be is baby reindeered.
baby, I don't want to get baby reindeered, man. Because A, that woman is not attractive. I mean, she's fuckable, but she's not attractive. And
not
B,
fuckable.
he got raped by a dude first. Do you all remember that part? He got Bill Cosby by a dude.
Yeah, he did. He did get raped by a dude.
I don't want any part of that situation. I don't want to be on the
forget
giving
that.
or
I have
receiving end of a
not
baby
seen-
reindeer.
I have not seen that shit.
So this podcast actually started me and Lori talking about baby reindeer. And then we
Full
just kind of
circle.
went from
Full
there.
circle, man.
Yeah, this is almost like this is episode 21 video wise, but we did about 13 just with a Zoom recorder in my apartment. So, yeah, we did about 13
That's
of
how
those.
we do our podcast.
We had
Zoom
Matt
recorders.
Farrell on there. We had we had some good guests.
Matt Farrell's fucking
Oh
cool,
yeah, Matt
man.
Farrell's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
That's a
man.
good interview.
Yeah, it was. It really good. I want to have him back. I've been trying to book him. I just can't get a big enough room. I cannot get a big
That's-
enough room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing like these.
Have you hit up the dude he's always fucking with?
Spencer?
Wayne Morse.
I need to. Wayne
hit
is
him up.
actually from the town or from a town near where I was born. So
Wayne's
from
fucking cool,
Jacksboro.
man. Yeah,
no, I love Wayne.
and he knows how to get a venue too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I
I need to.
Wayne is the booking king and
Okay,
sellout
okay.
king.
Well, I'll talk to him and see because I don't know if Wayne's done a show in Lubbock. Yeah, I did a show with him in.
I think he
Matt.
has.
I think
Okay.
they did a show
Okay.
at Jake's.
I think
Okay.
it was Jake's.
Might have been
Podcast.
before I
Yeah.
started. 'Cause,
Curtis was at that show.
Okay, yeah, Matt did Jake's about a year ago, but Wayne wasn't on that show, and it was right after the festival that we were on that Matt put together. I really hope they do that festival again this year.
That was a good festival for comedians. Like
It's good
up-and-coming.
networking.
It's good networking for up and coming comedians.
Yeah.
And it was also good. The thing I took the most away from that was that the headliner sat down with us all. And
Yeah.
it was like an open forum, just
And
like
it was-
question and answer.
It was so stupid that every single comic that was on that festival didn't show up to that Q&A. They could have learned so much. But
Well-
only like 20 of us were there, and there were probably 40 comics on that show. And a
Yeah,
lot of
and I
them were
mean-
just like probably hungovers.
and a lot of the 20 that were there, we were the booking people, we
yeah.
were the bookers.
Yeah,
you know,
you're right.
I mean,
You're right.
Like me and Adrian went because we run What a Joke comedy shout out.
Yeah.
And we asked a lot of business questions about the business and how to run it, and booking people and how it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
And stuff, because we'd been operating on just what we knew in West
Yeah.
Texas, and
Sure.
it's just different.
It is.
I mean,
I'm still figuring it out.
Once you get out of this area, booking absolutely changes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, there not a lot of bars in Lubbock deal with comedians.
Nope.
Like, and if they do, it's like,
it's on a Sunday or
why should we pay you? This is an open mic. And I'm like, I want to bring in professional comedians like Sergio. Or, or whoever. I mean, if somebody's driving from out of town, I want to pay them money to do this. It's like, I want to pay everybody money, but I mean, if you're local, it's like, we'll get you gas money or whatever. I don't mind losing money on a local show if it's my money I'm losing. I don't want to lose other people's money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You're bringing in talent, regardless of who it is. It's somebody who you want to fucking rock the fucking house, man.
Exactly. So we're about to wrap up. You said you were a fan of stand-up, and that's why you started doing this.
Yeah.
Who were your guys back then?
Dave Chappelle,
of course.
Mitch Hedberg. Mitch Hedberg is like a special place in my heart.
Yeah,
Mitch Hedberg.
Everybody's heart. Man.
Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, and
Patrice O'Neill.
That's like the
Say one female comic you like. I always
Taylor Tomlinson.
Taylor Tomlinson is great.
Yeah.
Jen Kirkman is one of my. But the best special, in my opinion, that came out last year. Emily Catalano. Yeah. Fucking hilarious. Yes. She had the best special last year, I think.
Catherine Blanford is doing really, it's only a matter of time until she gets a fucking
Maddie
special.
Weiner is fucking great. I love Maddie Weiner, and she's got the best name. Well, who do you like, Matt? Who are some of your, or Maddie? Matthias?
So the way I guess my, Mount Rushmore would be definitely Robin Williams. Shout out.
He's dead. I don't think he's going to hear this.
Yeah, I know.
I'm fucking with you.
I mean, I go back to Robin Williams because I even watched the Stand-Up as a kid.
My parents loved him. Yeah.
I'm just saying
the Stand-Up is good.
I mean, it was good. I remember a joke of he was like the first raunchy joke I ever heard about. He was talking about going in the bathroom and beating up his dick so he could fucking put a condom on it.
Yeah.
And stuff. But he made it in such a clean way. Wholesome way. And it was just kind of like the delivery. I was just like, I want to be that fucking comic.
Yeah. Who else do you like, man?
Andy Kaufman.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're going way back. I love those guys. Andy Kaufman is like, I don't take influence from him, but what he did, I was like, I fucking wish I could do that. I wish I could laugh at the audience.
Yeah.
As much as they laugh, as much as I want them to laugh at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Chappelle, Martin Lawrence. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For his Def Comedy Jam stuff. Yeah. I will forever remember Martin Lawrence and Def Comedy Jam. When anybody tells me about Def Comedy Jam, an instant picture of Martin Lawrence in red underwear comes into my mind standing up on stage. Yeah.
That's the shit.
And one honorable shout out, because I feel like this comic is very underrated.
Yeah.
And he passed. Greg Giraldo.
Greg Giraldo. Yeah. I mean, among comics, Patrice too. I mean, not outside comedy circles. I don't hear people talk about him near enough.
Nah, not really. No.
So this is called the Breaking Hyman podcast. How'd you break your Hyman, man? Do you have a good virginity story?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool.
Fortunately, it is a good one, man.
You can give me as little or as much detail as you want, but if you want to give a short and dirty version, that'd be awesome.
A short and dirty version is it was a dream come true because
how old were you?
I was 18.
Nice.
I was still in high school.
Okay.
I was a late bloomer.
Dude, 23. So.
Yeah. But it wasn't like just some random fucking girl.
Oh, okay.
It was and she's never gonna watch this. It was the fucking French girl. The foreign exchange student. Dude.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
You live the American high fantasy.
That's what I did.
I tried to fuck a foreign exchange student once.
What was his name?
Her name. You see, Hans was that summer with Hans.
Where was the girl from? Where was your
Germany?
Germany. Oh, German, French, man. That's what I was.
That was my senior year.
Dude. Honestly. Damn, dude, what was her name? What was her name? Well, no, you're the French girl.
I don't want to say her name. Okay. I don't want to say
it was
too much.
Geneviève. Gabrielle. What is your virginity story, though?
My virginity story? Oh, okay. I was 16 and I fucked this girl in her fucking trailer house with her dad sitting in the living room watching Little Nicky on tape.
Oh, was it your girlfriend or just some girl you knew?
She was my girlfriend at the time. Okay. And she fucked half the town. So I was like, I'm going to lose I'm going to nut.
You 16 watching Little Nicky?
And I did.
That movie was new then. You were 16. I'm not that much older than you.
I worked at Albertsons and had a video membership there, and I took it from work. And
where did you grow up in Big Spring?
Midland.
Midland. Okay, they still rented videos at the Albertsons in Midland back then. Man, they stopped doing that at the. I was probably in junior high.
That's how old I am,
dude. Yeah, are you 41 yet?
41.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm like a year older than you. I'm 42. Hey, that was awesome. Thanks so much for coming on, guys, and hanging out. But hey, give them your social.
Sergio J. Cervantes is my Instagram, and so is my TikTok as well.
All right.
Hit me up.
All right.
At Matty Cupcakes 84 on all platforms.
All right, cool. Hey, thanks everybody, and go break them Hymans.